This is Ed from Team OTK. I'm on my boy Los's channel, Yugo Taku. And this is my Lightsworn deck profile. I actually got 4th yesterday. Lost to my buddy Mitch in the 3rd place match. It was a very good game, actually. Masterpiece is a good guy. This actually did surprisingly well. This is not at all link ready. I just kind of threw into 2 decode talkers from the structure deck. But it worked itself out, so we'll just get started. Start out with triple JD. It's JD, I really don't have to explain this. This is the best boss monster ever created, and it actually, in my opinion, still is the best boss monster today. Triple Riding, need to run it at 3. If anybody's running less than 3 Riding, they just really don't know what they're doing. Triple Wolf, this is more than a 40 card deck. People talk about, oh, you can brick with Wolf, yeah, whatever. I can also plus off of it too. And that happens more often than not. There's no such thing as a perfect scenario in Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion, you need to be running more than 3 Wolf. This yesterday was actually 57 cards, and that's intentionally so. The way with Minerva now, people need to realize that Lightsworn mill way too much just to be running 40, in my opinion, and they don't have enough resources at 40 the way they mill. So I think they have to adapt their strategy, and this is just the way I decided to do mine. Triple Lumina, no less than 3. Once again, this is, in my opinion, the best Lightsworn. This creates so many plays, combos, and in link format. This is going to stay at 3 because this is really what allows you to set up your link plays. 2 Gareth, 1 card draw engine in itself. Came up big yesterday. Adds so much consistency, and it's 1850 beat stick. Works out. Double Lila, MST with legs. You already know. 1 Fellas. Fellas is garbage. It really is. Fellas is it's terrible. I see lists all the time running 2 or 3 Fellas. I won't cut it because the 1 mil is really good. But I will never run this card at more than 1. I don't care what anybody says. If it works out for you at 2 or 3, brother, more power to you. But this card's trash. It's really, really bad. You know, the pop effect is good. It's just that for what it does, no, it's just But the one actually came in handy one time. I actually had to get a problematic monster out the field, and you know, level 4 synchro material, allows you to mill 3 pop. Can't complain about those aspects, but I think it's great at 1. Should have ran 2 of those. Minerva, basically it's a 2-card mill by itself, and it's a tuner, get you together. And I actually had a time where I was able to search a JD off of this. This is amazing. So yeah, I should be running 2 of this, and then when I change this, I am going to be running Lightsworn. I already have a build in mind. Yeah, this is definitely going to be at 2. Such a good card. 1 Jane, it's a name. When Lightsworn comes out, and if I can get my hands on 3 of them at sneak peek, this will be cut. Dark Jane is I found out was a common. Am I correct, gentlemen?
Yep.
And what's it called? The Lumina is the secret, right?
Yep.
That I don't understand by Konami, because Dark Jane is without a doubt the best Lightsworn. Dark Jane is actually one of my opinion, one of the most effective ones in link format, because it allows you to even get over link monsters. I mean, I can pretty much discard, you know, almost anything from my hand. It's, you know, Lightsworn in the name, and reduce an attack power of my opponent's monsters by whatever that is times the level. Times 200, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, once again, I thought personally it's the best Lightsworn, but this will get cut. But it was a decent name. 1 Arcus. Arcus was great yesterday. I didn't see it against my buddy Mitch, who was standing next to me, but I saw this twice against 2 True Draco players. This actually shut them down. For real, they couldn't target any of my Lightsworn with anything else. And I was able to kaiju over their masterpiece and then lock them out with a Mask of Restrict. So it was that was pretty good. This Arcus will stay in the build going forward. Arcus is just too good of a card. 1 Aaron. I was just originally running this for a name. This came up 3 times yesterday.
Okay.
I got rid of a Herald of Perfection with this. I got rid of a few problematic monsters. I played a Subterra guy yesterday. That got rid of his behemoth, whatever that is. I don't know any of those names, nor will I try to pronounce them. This came up, and the mill 3 is good. This actually got me out of a pinch because I wasn't really able to mill anything. Went set a solemn strike behind this mill 3, and yeah, it got me there because I milled the wolf, and they really weren't able to do any follow-up plays yesterday. The strike got me out of a position, and so yeah, Aaron's good. I think I'll keep Aaron going forward. That's it for all the Lightsworn. Then into a few of my enablers. Want to run triple Photon Thrasher. Even when Lightsworn comes out, this stays at 3. Yeah, it can break sometimes, but you know, as I said, there's no perfect scenario in Yu-Gi-Oh. The onus of the deck has to be getting out your Minerva, and you want to run as many things to get your Minerva out as possible. And Photon Thrasher gets you there. Triple Fairy Tale should be at 1.
Yeah.
Triple Galaxy Soldier, unclogs hands, creates Cyber Dragon Infinity. I actually was able to sit on a Cyber Dragon Infinity for a win yesterday. That was pretty good. Double Honest, because, well, you know, best hand trap ever created. Unless your name is Ash, but whatever. Double Ghost Ogre. Probably should have ran 3, actually, to tell you the truth, as much as going on nowadays. There's so many Zoo guys there, sitting on their 1 Dryden and their 1 Hammer Cone. Double Goblinberg, once again, an enabler, gets you there, gets you to your Minerva plays. 1 Trick Clown, because you should. And 1 Gem Knight Sardonyx, because, well, you know, this is actually Gem Knight that I had, and I figured if I have any working Gem Knight, I'm not going to go out and buy the normal guy. Obviously, I'm running the Brilliant Engine, Triple Brilliant Fusion. Don't leave home without it. 3 Pantheism of the Lightsworn. Once again, this card's amazing. Gotta run it. 2 should be at 3. Don't know why it's not. 2 back row removals. Gotta have the Street Sweeper, you know. 1 Foolish Burial, because I'm crazy. 1 Soul Charge, well, because I'm a scrub. 1 Rhoda should be at 3. 1 Dark Hole, because I'm not stupid. And 1 Raigeki, because I'm very intelligent. 2 Lightsworn Judgment gets you there to your JD, Big Lizard Man with the feathers. And then 2 Lost Wind actually won me a game against Zoo because he attacked into my JD thinking he had like a 50-something 100 Dryden, and I just Lost Winded him, and you can do that in damage step and they can't respond. So, that's it for the main board.
7 cards.
Sideboard or extra deck first?
Extra deck.
Extra deck. 2 Minerva, you don't need 3. You don't need 3 at all. If you're going to the 3rd Minerva, I don't know what you're milling because you probably should be out of resources at that point. 1 Dweller, saved my life yesterday. 1 Digusto, saved my life yesterday. Triple Utopia Brokenness. This guy, I'm telling you. It's the reason why he's almost 40 bucks.
Yeah.
Even in link format, that card's almost 40 bucks. Infinity package. This actually will probably get cut going into link format. It came up and it wasn't necessarily hard for me to get out, but at this, you know, I think the Galaxy Soldier Tech was good pre-link format. It was obviously a lot better pre-link format, and I'm just gonna take the deck in a different direction. So, but it was good yesterday. So it got me 1 Cypher Lord Omega because I don't make it as easily as I used to. But it still comes up, and I still make it when I get the chance. This is actually the best synchro monster in my deck. Link format, this has become amazing. If anything were to ever happen, I'd cut this before I cut this. This just pretty much got me there. I remember I had a play where I had Honest in hand, this, and Arcus. Just sitting on the field, and there's just nothing my opponent could do about it, and it was just this was great. I actually might bump Michael up to 2. Who knows? Obviously you got to play the 1 Gem Knight Seraph Knight. I'd play 2 if I could. And 2 Decode Talker. This card is actually really good. I mean, obviously when I take the Lightsworn way, it'll be a lot more link ready. I'll probably get this out a lot more easily. But this card is actually very good. A lot of people don't realize, they didn't realize yesterday that this can even keep you from targeting back row. And as long as you have something that points to it. And I had an opponent, because obviously, you know, link format is in its infancy, and I had an opponent actually play something within this link arrow pointing toward my opponent in the extra deck, and it's boosted all the way up to 3,800. They didn't realize that, and they lost. Attacking into it. So that was actually pretty funny yesterday. He failed so hard. He really did. Obviously 15 cards. Sideboard, 2 Troll and Lockbird. I was gonna play this for Dinos and Demise True Draco. Didn't see either one of those yesterday. I saw Zoo True Draco and Budget True Draco. So whatever, it was still good. and didn't see any dinosaurs, which is surprising because our locals, they play a lot of dinos.
Yeah.
But going in the link format, I expect to see more of them. That's the reason why they're still $6. Played the Kaiju package here. 1 Superman, 1 medium man, and 2 small man. I played 3 Mask of Restrict. Anybody saying that this is bad because you can get popped, you just have to know how to play around the True Draco popping, because this right here shut down a lot of True Draco guys yesterday. 2 Slumber, once again. Even if I have a situation where there's like a masterpiece on the field or something, True Draco doesn't like OTK, so to speak. They just kind of grind you out. And so I had one time where I actually had to summon something, had a snow in graveyard to take the hit, and knowing I was going to have that scenario next the turn after I played this. And so what I did was I destroyed, I believe I had a Raiden on field, so summon Raiden, destroyed Raiden, got out 2 Kaiju, let it be that. They did their, True Draco shenanigans, and then next turn banished and got a Kaiju, and then that actually won me the game. So it was a smart tech. And then card that was actually MVP yesterday, triple Forbidden Graveyard. Like me and my buddy Mitch came up with this tech, play testing together. There's just so many decks that this works against. Obviously, since I have a graveyard-oriented deck, I play this at an opportune time. But even when I play this in the deck that I run, when it's the appropriate time, the benefits far outweigh the cost. Once again, True Draco, a guy who's depending on the pops to get rid of my field. Didn't happen because I had the Forbidden Graveyard. As I said, I had a scenario come up in testing because I have a buddy that plays dinos. And going forward, this card is going to be so good because dinosaurs are going to come up a lot more in play. And a lot of people don't realize this, if they have a situation where they get like their classic opening or their ideal opening that they want, if you flip Forbidden Graveyard, they just really can't play. I mean, they just can't do anything. They can't do any summoning, any searching, so it's good. And then finally 1 Twin Twister. That's
Third
it.
one. Okay.
Third one.
Anything else you want to say, Ed?
Not really. I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and Lightsworn's rule.
Thank you.